In a summer of many changes at Manchester United, Erik Ten Hag's priority must be to strengthen our midfield, and it seems he has identified Barcelona's Frenkie De Jong as the solution. But are Manchester United closing in on the signing of the Dutch midfielder? Also, with Jurrien Timber having already had a verbal agreement with the Red Devils, what price tag have Ajax set for the young centre half? Well, let's discuss all this in the latest episode of Transfers FC. But let's start off with Frenkie De Jong's transfer to Manchester United, as Diario AS broke that Manchester United are closing in on the signing of Frenkie De Jong, with negotiations having accelerated and Manchester United are willing to pay 70 to 80 million euros for him. So, according to Diario AS, Manchester United are closing in on the signing of Frenkie De Jong for around 70 to 80 million euros. And well, if that was the case, that would be absolutely lovely, as even though Diario AS are a La Liga based source, they are normally hit and miss with these type of transfers, and potentially here they might be jumping the gun. But there might be some truths in the waters, as Laurie Wetwell of The Athletic suggests that Manchester United are working on getting Frenkie De Jong. They are looking to sign players in conjunction with Ten Hag. And this gives me a bit of hope with the first story, as Laurie Wetwell is a really reliable source when it comes to Manchester United news. And if he's suggesting that Manchester United are working on Frenkie De Jong, maybe just maybe Diario AS might be right, and that Manchester United could be potentially closing in on the signing of Frenkie De Jong. And this would make a lot of sense with Barcelona's financial situation, as Barcelona's current manager Xavi sounds like a defeated man. As in an interview with Gerard Romero, he said, "For me, Frenkie De Jong is very important, he is fundamental, but then there is also the economic situation. I'm not specifically talking about Frenkie, but in general." As he went on to say, there are untouchable, non-transferable and transferable players. I have very clear planning, but we just need to know where we are at in the economic level to decide one thing or the other for next season. And for me, Xavi sounds like a defeated man there, as he is talking about transferable and non-transferable players, and the fact that he's talking about Barcelona's economic situation. Well, for me, that suggests if Barcelona can't fix their finances, well, they might have to sell one big player this season. And Gerard Romero agrees with me, as he said that Barcelona need to fix their finances to sign players like Kessie and Christensen. They are already agreed, but they cannot be announced because of the economic situation. And it looks like the same would go with the likes of Lewandowski, as in recent weeks Lewandowski has suggested that he wants to leave Bayern Munich to go to Barcelona. And according to Fabrizio Romano, Lewandowski would accept their contract proposal. But according to reports, they also won't be able to sign Lewandowski, as Barcelona currently don't have the financial power to sign Lewandowski, even though they want to. They need to make sales this summer in order to get their finances. So, if Barcelona want to finalise the deals for the likes of Christensen and Kessie and sign the likes of Lewandowski this summer, well, it looks like Barcelona have to sell one big player. But what is Barcelona's financial problem? Well, it looks like in recent years, after signing the likes of Antoine Griezmann, Ousmane Dembele and Frenkie De Jong, Barcelona have heavily invested in their salaries, and it looks like they've overdone their salary cap. And according to the Swiss Ramble, when a club in La Liga goes over its salary cap, it can only include players that represent 25% of its savings. This means that teams are only allowed to use 25% of transfer profits to cover new costs, and that the 75% must be paid off to the money owed. And with Barcelona's financial accounts from last year suggesting that they were above their salary cap by 573 million euros, well, that number would have decreased by a little bit as Lionel Messi and Antoine Griezmann left last summer. But it looks like Barcelona are still in an economic mess. And to further explain why Barcelona might have to sell Frenkie De Jong, well, if Barcelona sell a player for around 100 million euros, they can only spend 25 million of that. And if they want to bring in a player on a salary of 25 million euros a year, well, they must earn 100 million euros, either from transfers or salary reduction. So, it looks like Barcelona will have to sell at least one big player if Xavi wants to sign the likes of Lewandowski, Christensen and Franck Kessie. And even though reports suggest that Frenkie De Jong doesn't want to leave, he knows that Erik Ten Hag is calling him every day and he wants him at Manchester United. And well, for Barcelona, June 30th is D-Day, as that is the day they have to put in their financial accounts, And if they haven't made the money by then, well, it looks like they will have to sell one big player this season. And could that be Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United? And what Gerard Romero said of the 95% chance that Frenkie De Jong signs for Manchester United, well, it looks like that might be true and that Frenkie De Jong could be at Manchester United this summer. But what are your thoughts on this situation? Do you think Manchester United will be able to sign Frenkie De Jong this summer? But now let's move on to Jurrien Timber's transfer to Manchester United, as MUFC MPB has another exclusive on this story, as he suggests that positive talks were held last night between Manchester United and Ajax for Jurrien Timber, and that Manchester United have initiated contact with Ajax over the last 24 hours. And with the exclusive he dropped yesterday that Manchester United had a verbal agreement with Jurrien Timber, well, all Manchester United have to do is agree the fee with Ajax, and then Jurrien Timber would be ours. And from these positive talks from yesterday, it looks like Ajax have set their price, as according to Ekrem Kanor, Ajax have set a price tag of €35 million for the Manchester United target Jurrien Timber. €35 million, that is £30 million. And if that is the reported price for Jurrien Timber, Manchester United should be all over that, as that is an absolute bargain for a player of the level of Jurrien Timber, as the 20-year-old centre-back won Ajax's Talent of the Year award. And it doesn't look like he's just a young talent, as according to Ajax fans, Jurrien Timber has been one of the best things that's ever happened to their football club, and can play in multiple positions while never losing his class, and that he is their player of the year. And that's the reason for me why Manchester United should be all over Jurrien Timber, as not only has he shown a high level of versatility with him being able to play in multiple positions while never losing his class, but he's also one of their most consistent players, as it never looks like he has a bad game in him. And most importantly, his ball playing ability for Ajax is absolutely amazing, as his scouting report would suggest that he is one of the best ball playing centre backs in all of Europe. And with the fact that he is just 20 years old, £30 million for a player that Erik Ten Hag wants at Manchester United, that is an absolute no-brainer, and Manchester United should be all over Jurrien Timber. But what are your thoughts on Jurrien Timber? Would you like Manchester United to sign him for just £30 million? But anyways lads, that was the latest episode of Transfers FC, and if you are excited for the potential transfers of Frenkie De Jong and Jurrien Timber, well, go down there and smash that like button for your boy, and consider subscribing to my channel, as we are now on the road to 800 subscribers. But for now guys, I'm out. Peace.